Let's see, we will discuss now about weak acid. First one, acetic acid. Acetic acid, when it's added to water, it dissociates into acid ion and H positive ion. And this partial dissociation is shown by this sign of reversibility. Here, this is carbonic acid. We often use carbonated water, cold drinks, carbonated water, like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, 7-Up. In this, carbon dioxide gas is dissolved in water under pressure. So it is converted into carbonic acid. This carbonic acid is a weak acid. When it is added to water, it is ionized into H positive and bicarbonate ion. Similarly, other acids like hydrogen cyanide plus water, H positive ion and cyanide ion. Similarly, H2S, when it is added to water, it is dissociated to H positive and bisulfide ion. So these are different examples of weak acid. Now, how the strength of an acid is determined? Strength of an acid is measured by Ka value. Ka is dissociation constant of an acid. It is equal to, it is the ratio of dissociated to undissociated acid. Greater the value of Ka, stronger is the acid. Greater the value of Ka, dissociated acid is in excess and undissociated acid is in lesser amount. So it is a ratio. We may say, for example, acetic acid plus water acid ion aqueous plus H ion aqueous. So Kc is equal to, this is acid ion aqueous, H ion aqueous over acetic acid and water. So it is undissociated amount of acid, acetic acid. This is dissociated acid. When this is brought to this side, Kc into H2O, here dissociated acid, here undissociated. This Kc into H2O, this may be written as Ka. This K is ionization constant of an acid. It's a ratio of dissociated acid to undissociated acid. Greater the value of Ka, stronger is the acid. Lesser the value of Ka, weaker is the acid. So Ka is the measure of strength of an acid. If we take reciprocal log of Ka, negative log of Ka, reciprocal log of Ka, inverse log of Ka, it will be called as pKa. So pKa also represents the strength of an acid. Lesser the value of pK, stronger is the acid. greater the value of pK, weaker is the acid. So here this is inverse of K. As we say in case of K, greater the value of K. Here less the value of pK. So these by this parameter we can determine the strength of an acid. Now general representation of acid substances. All acids, when these are explained, some acid give 1 proton, some acid give 2 proton, some acid give 3 proton. In this way, we may say as proton donating capability of an acid. If an acid gives 1 proton, it is called monoprotic. If it gives 2 proton, then diprotic. If it gives 3 proton, then triprotic. So in general, the acid which have tendency to give 1 proton monoprotic and the acid which have tendency to give 2 or more proton are called as polyprotic acid. Say phosphoric acid is triprotic acid, sulfuric acid is diprotic acid, HCl nitric acid is monoprotic acid, acetic acid is monoprotic acid. Now whatever the acid may be, acid is H positive, that is proton. The other component may be anion, negative ion. In case of HCl, H positive, Cl negative. In case of nitric acid, H positive and nitrate. So these in short may be written as HA. H on dissociation, HA on dissociation gives H positive and anion. Similarly, H2A in case of sulfuric acid, 2 proton and 1 anion. So it may be written as two H positive anion will carry di-negative ion. Similarly, in case of triprotic acid, as phosphoric acid, 3 proton and its anion may carry 3 negative ion. So in this way, if it is HA, it is a monoprotic. If it is written as H2A, it is diprotic. If it is written as H3A, it is a triprotic acid. Now we will discuss about bases. Bases are hydroxyl ion donor. Bases are proton acceptor. These are very simple basic definition of base. For example, sodium hydroxide, when it is added to water, it will give sodium ion and hydroxyl ion. Similarly, potassium hydroxide, when it is added to water, it gives potassium ion and hydroxyl ion. Because these two are strong bases. These are completely unvisible in water. Therefore, these are shown by complete error. There is no sign of reversibility. There is no, you can say, partial dissociation of these bases. So bases of first A and second A group, alkali and alkaline earth metals. These group bases are mostly known as strong bases, and their basic strength increases down the group because the metal ion gradually decrease in its charge density. Lithium hydroxide is a weak base because lithium ion has greater charge density. It does not give OH ion very easily. As compared to lithium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide is stronger base because sodium ion has low charge density. This releases OH ion speedily. And similarly, potassium hydroxide is the strongest base. Its charge density is very low, so it has weak hold on hydroxyl ion. So hydroxyl ion may be given very speedily, very easily, very quickly. So it is the strongest base. In this way, rubidium, cesium, francium down the group, charge density is gradually decreasing, and therefore the strength of bases are increased. So in this way, ammonia is an electron donor. As we defined a base, any species which accepts proton is also called as base. Hydroxyl ion donor or a proton acceptor. In this way, bases are classified. For example, this ammonia, this accepts proton and is converted to ammonium ion. So this ammonia is a base. Similarly, bicarbonate. This ionic moiety acts as a base because it may accept proton and is converted into carbonic acid. This ionic moiety, this ionic species, is here behaving like a base. Similarly, dihydrogen phosphate accepts proton and is converted into phosphoric acid. So this ionic moiety, this is basic in nature. So how we can represent a base? A base may easily be represented as MOH, metal hydroxide, lithium hydroxide, metal hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, metal hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, metal hydroxide. So as we have classified acid as monoprotic, diprotic, triprotic, similarly bases may also be classified as one proton acceptor, two proton acceptor, three proton acceptor. Like MOH, it is a one proton acceptor. MOH twice, it is two proton acceptor. MOH thrice, it is three proton acceptor. Mostly bases are considered which belong to first A and second A group, alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, because the charge density on metal ion represents the strength, to what extent the strength of a base is. If the charge density of metal ion is greater, its hydroxyl ion releasing potential will be lower. So that base will be considered as a weak base. For example, sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, lithium hydroxide, beryllium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. When we move from left to right in a period, the charge density on metallic ions is gradually increasing. As compared to lithium, charge density of beryllium is greater. As compared to sodium, charge density of magnesium is greater. As for potassium, charge density of calcium is greater. So in a period, strength of bases is gradually decreasing from left to right. As we have already discussed about the strength of acids with the help of Ka value or pK value. Similarly, strength of a base can be mentioned by Kb value. Greater Kb value, that is ionized constant of base, stronger is the base. Lesser the pKb value, stronger is the base. Greater the pKb value, weaker is the base. This Ka and Kb, these are inversely related to each other. Any species, say HCl, when it is ionized into H positive and Cl negative. HF, when it is ionized, it ionized into H positive and fluoride F negative. This acid on dissociation is converted into two moieties, one positive ion, other negative ion. Strength of this acid depends on their conjugate acid and conjugate base. Fluoride is strong base because here charge density is greater, it speedily accepts its positive ion and is converted into undissociated HF. Similarly, this chloride accepts H positive ion, is converted into HCl. But if we compare the strength of HF and HCl, HCl is stronger because its conjugate base is weaker. It does not accept H positive ion very speedily, very quickly, very easily. So, any species, if we say the strength of this acid is measured by Ka, so its inverse of its Kb. Kb of this one. Similarly, K of HF, so then inverse of Kb. Its Kb of HF is greater. When this is greater, it is lesser. So it is a weaker acid. Now we come to salts. When acid and a base reacts, salt is formed in addition to water. For example, HCl and sodium hydroxide. It is converted into sodium chloride plus water. This sodium chloride is a salt. This is base, this is acid. So this salt is the neutralized product of an acid and base. If this acid is written as Ha, this base is written as MOH, and this salt may be written as Ma plus H2. Metal A9, say ACl plus KOH, KCl plus water, KCl salt, K metal, then metal A9. Similarly, if there is diprotic acid like sulfuric acid, it's M2 sulfate. If there is triprotic acid, then M3. This may be written as M3 A9, M2 A9, Ma metal A9. So this is a general representation of different salt. In case of ACl sodium hydroxide, sodium chloride. In case of potassium hydroxide and ACl, potassium chloride. In case of sulfuric acid and sodium hydroxide, sodium sulfate. So this different salts are produced. That depends on the acid and base. All salts may be classified generally as acetic salt, basic salt, neutral salt. Acetic salt. If there is strong acid, and its base is a weak on neutralization reaction, the salt formed is acetic in nature. For example, ACl is a strong acid, ammonia is a weak base, ammonium chloride plus water. This ammonium chloride is a salt. This salt is acetic salt because this has been produced by the combination of strong acid with a weak base. In case of weak acid like acetic acid, sodium hydroxide strong base, salt produced is sodium acetate. So this sodium acetate is a salt that has been formed by the neutralization reaction of acetic acid, that is weak acid, with strong base. So it is the basic salt. Why it is known as basic salt? When it is added to water, sodium acetate is added to water. On hydrolysis, weak acid is formed and strong base is formed. This strong base is completely unusable. So here hydroxyl ion are in excess. Because hydroxyl ion are in excess, therefore the solution is basic in nature. Similarly, when a strong acid and strong base on combination or neutralization reaction forms neutral salt. For example, ACl plus sodium hydroxide, sodium chloride plus water. This is a neutral salt. On hydrolysis, this solution is neither acetic nor basic. Similarly, ACl plus potassium hydroxide, potassium chloride plus water. This potassium chloride is a neutral salt. On hydrolysis, it is converted to strong acid and strong base. So this solution has neither acidic pH nor basic pH, so it is a neutral salt.